What is the true cost of living in San Diego? Find out next on Jaycation. Hey, what's up, Jaycationers? Welcome back to another video here in the San Diego series. Today we're gonna be talking about the true realistic cost of living here in San Diego. We're not gonna be talking about budget. We're not gonna talk about super luxury, just something where you're living comfortably in a nice area of San Diego. And for me, I've always wanted to live here in Mission Valley, and Savita is one of the newer neighborhoods, and it's always been a dream of mine to live in this area. And today I'm gonna be joined by Danny and Rose from San Diego CA Living, and they're gonna talk a little bit about what it really does cost to live here in San Diego.
Hey everyone, it's Danny.
And I'm Rose.
And today we're touring through Savita with Jaycation. And what people don't know about Savita, and especially coming from different areas, is this was a $2 billion project. And they put a lot of time and effort into this place. It actually serves as the model for the growth of San Diego.
Wow. And my favorite part of Savita is all the amenities that it has. We have several pools right behind us, walking trails. We have an incredible dog park and so many local businesses. There's really no reason why you would ever want to leave.
All right, Danny, so you took me to this really beautiful townhouse here in Savita. Can you talk a little bit about it?
Yeah, so we have a 4-bedroom, 3-bath townhouse with an optional loft. It's been on the market for about 29 days. It's currently priced at $1.43 million. This specific unit is really nice. You have the dog park right around the corner. You have the beautiful mural in your San Diego Hidden Gems video. And then you have amenities like pool, jacuzzi, splash pad, playground. So there's so many things that you get with this home. And then a lot of people look at the prices and are like, well, is there any more room? You know, what if we're looking at the lower price points? So here in Savita, you're looking anywhere between $850 all the way up to the upper millions. It just really depends on location and size.
Nice, and you do have a lot of space, shared space, but there's a nice park here, so yeah, pretty cool.
And one of the things that I'm finding is that a lot of families love it, especially families that want to not have to drive all over the place. They just walk outside their door and have a nice walk. You know, you have the local shops, the businesses, which we'll get to later in this video.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. So homes in San Diego are really costly, really pricey. What are the average median prices around here?
Yeah, so we have, for a detached home, you're looking at $780,000 as of October 2022. That's the numbers we got. And then also for an attached home, you're looking at $590,000.
Nice. And if you were to break that down monthly with a down payment?
So at 20% down at $780,000, you're looking around a $5,000 payment. It could be more or less depending on your credit, your income, and your debt. If you're looking at $590,000, you're looking at around $4,400 a month, not including HOA.
Gotcha. And HOA, can you talk a little bit about what's included with HOA?
Yeah.
And what people would get with that?
Absolutely. So one of the things with HOA is that it's going to be very community specific. Some HOAs cover the exterior maintenance, roof, the structure, you know, other HOAs don't. So you really got to do your research when it comes to looking into HOAs.
So like with the HOA, there's no way around it, because when you're buying a place, that's just part of the association you have to be in order to have that home, right?
Right, so communities like Savita, where it's a master plan development, where they have amenities locked into the price of the home, you will have an HOA. There are single family homes that don't have HOAs, but they're gonna be in different neighborhoods like La Mesa, you're probably looking in North Park, Normal Heights. There's different neighborhoods that don't have HOAs, so it just kind of depends.
And you do really have to look into the fine print of, you know, being part of that HOA, because you want to make use of the amenities that you're given while you're living here, right?
Absolutely. So if you really want to see if it's worth the extra cost, because it could be anywhere between $300 to $500 in all of San Diego County.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I've never seen a walk-in shower this big ever. This is crazy. Well, I mean, in a townhome, you know, you'd think that this place would be in like a mansion in Forest Ranch or like Rancho Bernardo or something. Wow, pretty cool. What is this, like a dance floor in the middle of... Wow, nice walk-in closet space too. Y'all know I have all my shoes and all that stuff. So walk-in closet for me, especially when I move out, that's a must. So Danny, man, I still live at home, and I know it's gonna cost a lot for me to eventually move out one of these days. Why does it cost so much to live here in San Diego? I mean, I already feel it, and I don't even like have that many utilities and stuff.
Yeah, I hear you. A lot of people have that same question. So what I've noticed more so over the last few years, a lot of people from other high cost areas are moving here. So we have people from the Bay Area, LA, Huntington Beach, and then there's places around the nation that are far beyond where San Diego's at. So they come here and they're like, oh, this isn't as bad, or it's kind of what we're dealing with already. So they see it as an easy transition. The people that find it the hardest are people who are living here, and like myself, like I've seen this place when it was super affordable, like back in the day, to today's prices. I never would have guessed it would have blown up the way it has.
Yeah, I kind of been like living here in San Diego, I've kind of tempered myself to the prices and the inflation and all that. So I don't see it any other way. Like, this is the price to pay to live in America's finest city, right?
Yeah, and one of the things I will say is you're probably another reason why the cost is going up. All the videos showcasing all the foods, all the places, doing their neighborhood tours and guides, like I'm telling you, like everyone I come across who's looking to buy in San Diego talks to me about your videos. So you'd probably be up there with one of the reasons.
Comment down below, am I the problem, guys? Am I part of the problem? Is that why it's so expensive here? I've been working with Danny and San Diego CA Living for a couple of years now, and all the feedback that I've been getting from viewers and people who have gone to Danny via Jaycation have said nothing but great things. So if you're looking to relocate or even just find a nice spot here in San Diego, make sure you check them out. Link in the description box below. Please like and subscribe as well. So we're kind of making this video because I want to talk about how to like live comfortably in San Diego and what the true cost would be. Now, if I wasn't looking to buy and I wanted to rent, what are the averages for renting in San Diego?
Yeah, so for a 2-bedroom rental, you're looking at about $36.57, and this is taking account all of San Diego County. So you can definitely find 2 bedrooms in different areas for much less, but that's just the average across the county. For a 3-bedroom, you're looking close to 46 to almost 5 grand. So yeah, the cost, and that's all throughout. It just kind of depends on what areas you're looking for.
So we're definitely not talking about like the budget side of the cost of living here in San Diego. We're talking more towards the end of comfortable living and maybe starting a family or, you know, being a young professional. So these are the kind of realistic prices that you're given.
Exactly, yeah. So across the board, it just really depends on what's important to the person. Is being close to work important to them? Is being closer to the beach? Or are they okay with going out a little bit more east for more land? It really just depends on what their goals are. And we always dive into those types of things whenever we talk to people.
And also like community and safety, that also comes into account as well.
Absolutely. You know San Diego better than most people. You know that every single area you wouldn't want to move to depending on what your interests are. And then there are areas you would move to. So if you're family oriented, you're looking at places like Rancho Bernardo, Rancho Penasquitos, Mira Mesa, your hometown.
Yep.
And in the single places, you know, like where someone's, you know, going out and about, young professional, North Park, Normal Heights, downtown, like these are areas that really common. So it just really depends.
Awesome. Now let's move on to the next place and talk a little bit more about groceries and what we're going to be spending outside of just living in buying or renting a house.
Sounds good.
Another great thing about a community like Savita, although it's new, there's all these small restaurants and businesses popping up because they have commercial space around here. And this place is called Tian Greece. It's right across the street from the park here. And you can't beat Mexican food in San Diego. And this is a newer spot. So let's go inside with Rose and Danny and try it all out. And you guys know that San Diego is a huge military town, and they do offer 40% off for active duty law enforcement, military, and firemen. So can't beat that. Thank y'all for your service. Rose, how's your lunch so far?
It's great. Thanks for asking. How's yours?
It's good. Got the rolled tacos.
Nice.
And yeah, pretty cool. You can walk over from the new townhome down here if you don't want to get in your car and go off to other parts of Mission Valley.
Yeah.
How much did it cost for all three of us to have this lunch here?
So for all three of us, Danny, you and I, it was about 35 bucks. Me and Danny got bowls that came with, you know, rice, meat, and you got the rolled tacos. 35 bucks is pretty expensive. There's definitely cheaper spaces or spots you can go to get especially Mexican food here in San Diego, but it's within the community, super close. So if you live in this community, you know, it is very convenient to just take a, you know, short walk to the local Mexican spot.
Yeah, and it's very walkable. You can just walk through Savita Park where we're eating right now. We were gonna film in there, but it's a little too loud in there, and we wanted to give you some good information.
Absolutely.
And now let's talk a little bit about utilities and stuff. Like, how much does it cost? How much are we paying SDG&E per month on average here as a San Diegan?
Yeah, absolutely. So in San Diego right now, the average price for utilities, which includes obviously electricity, gas, trash, water, runs about $150 a month, which is pretty expensive. Even within the cities here in California, it's on the more expensive side for sure.
Nice. And SDG&E, that's just San Diego Gas and Electric, right?
Absolutely.
And then for the water bill, what is that, about 80 bucks a month?
Yeah, around 80 bucks a month.
Okay, nice. And on top of that, you got to pay for cable. I know a lot of people use streaming service nowadays, like YouTube TV, but we do have like bundles that we can get for our houses, and Spectrum is kind of like the dominant place here. Do you know how much it is? I think it's like, for me, for my family, we pay like $229 a month, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you get the bundle, you know, if you bundle it together, it'll be cheaper, but it's usually around $200 or more. But the bundle is cheaper than getting it individually. I know I have Cox, which is a little more, you know, South County. So Cox's bundle right now starts at around $150 up. So it also depends on your service provider.
Yeah, and no one has home phones nowadays.
Yeah.
But with the bundle, they do kind of force you to get that landline with the internet and with the cable. And I know there's other streaming services like, you know, HBO Max, Hulu, what else you got? Netflix. So those all add up. So you just gotta watch out, because, I mean, it's not just here in San Diego, it's all over the place. But cable's kind of getting phased out because of streaming. But yeah. So here in Mission Valley, there are a ton of different grocery stores. You got Trader Joe's just down the street. There's Food for Less. I think there's a Ralph's around here, Vaughn's. How much are we looking at for groceries, like per week, per month?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, on a monthly basis, groceries here in San Diego will run you, you know, if you're into cooking like I am, about $300, right? But, you know, that's not including the days where you don't want to cook and you want to treat yourself, which I have a lot of those, and I'm sure you do as well. The $300 can easily add up to, you know, $500, $600 on a monthly basis.
Especially if you go to places like Costco, and Costco is just right down the street. Definitely recommend getting a Costco membership as a San Diegan, because gas prices are way cheaper. And how much is gas right now as of November 2022?
Oh man, we are hurting right now. I don't know about you, but I definitely feel it in my pocket. So gas right now in San Diego is at $5.50 per gallon. So it's one of the more expensive cities in California. And if you guys don't know, California does have the most expensive gas in the nation right now. So that's definitely something to consider.
And I was in Louisiana and Florida earlier in the year, and I could see gas for like $3.30 over there a gallon, and that was, dang, I wish gas was $3.30 here in San Diego.
Me too.
Another thing that's going to be costly to our pockets here, I mean, all over the US, but here in San Diego especially, is different forms of insurance, whether it's health, car, or life insurance. Can you talk a little bit about prices on that?
No, absolutely. So specifically with car insurance, it's a little more pricier here in San Diego. So you're looking at a yearly cost of around $1,100 compared to other major cities in California. People pay yearly $850, and the national average is a little under that. So you will be paying more for car insurance here, and the same goes for health insurance, unfortunately.
Yeah, and it's about $250 a month for car insurance. That's crazy. And gym membership, I mean, you can go to places like Planet Fitness if you could find one for like $10 a month, as low as that. But you're gonna look around $40 to $80 for these specialty gyms. But if you're here in Savita, HOA, they do have a gym that you can use here, and it's included in your HOA fees. So you might want to take advantage of that, right?
Yeah,
especially
absolutely.
with the swimming pool too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And another thing that's cool is in the swimming pool areas, I think there's grills where you can barbecue, and you can rent out those grills or just use them even on a regular weeknight, and that's also part of it.
Yeah, and there's also splash pads for the kids. So, I mean, you really can't go wrong with a community like this. They really take into consideration any type of situation you're in terms of if you have family, if you don't, there's something for everyone to do.
Very dog friendly, very pet friendly as well.
Absolutely.
Danny, man, that was a filling lunch, even though I just had 3 rolled tacos. How about you?
I got fries just layered in my stomach right now.
So I'm born and raised here in San Diego, and I know how expensive it is, but I'm just in love with my city, and you know, I adjusted and tempered my life to living here. Now, why do other people from outside of San Diego, besides the beautiful weather, why do they want to live here?
Yeah, so there's a lot of tech relocation, biotech relocation, so a lot of people are coming out for job opportunities. It's flourishing. We have a big military town, as you know, so we have the military constantly moving people around from different states and different areas, so we'll always have that. Yeah, I mean, you mentioned the lifestyle. That's one of the things people during COVID realized, like, where it's sunny, where are the beaches at?
Yeah, and San Diego's not for everybody, but yeah, you're gonna be paying a hefty price, especially if you're moving here from out of state or even out of the city.
Yep, absolutely. And I think it's just gonna continue that way, especially considering people are coming from other high cost areas. We have people coming from the Bay Area, we have people coming from LA, where the home prices there are even crazier than here. So, I mean, it just kind of really depends on what's important to that person.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends from like Boston too that moved down here and they love it.
Yep.
So. Danny, let's talk a little bit about recommendations for people wanting to move here to San Diego. What would be some tips?
Yeah, one of the tips that I always recommend is before you start doing your research on places and getting to know what it's like to live in those areas, is figure out a budget. It will save you a lot of heartache. You won't be overspending on your budget. You know, you'll come in with the mindset of, I will be able to afford in the areas that I'm looking at. One quick way to do it is if you're looking to buy or just kind of looking at scenarios, just general scenarios, go to nerdwallet.com. They can run you mortgage payments just depending on, you know, what you make, your debt, all that sort of thing, and give you a rough idea. But if you're looking to take things more serious, just give us a call.
Nice. And what I would say is go on YouTube, check out Jaycation, San Diego CA Living. We have tons of community videos, but I would also say check out the community you're looking to live in, whether it's here in Savita, North Park, Little Italy, wherever in San Diego. Check it out. Maybe if you can afford yourself a week or two, get an Airbnb in the neighborhood you're at, make friends with like-minded locals, and just try to figure out exactly what you want and where you want to live.
Speaking of Facebook groups, you're gonna want to check out It's Always Sunny in San Diego. It's a group that I moderate, that Jay created, and it's just such a great community of San Diegans, people from out of town, moving in, visitors. We have pretty much every different perspective and different walk of life. So if you're curious about something, just go in there, pose a question, or share your experience. So many things to do on that page.
Yeah, it's full of San Diego enthusiasts, I'd like to say. We're almost to like 10,000 members, and it's just a really cool community to engage with and get more of a feel about the city of San Diego, whether you're a tourist, local, or even somebody that's looking to move here. All right, Jaycationers, so that will do it for the real cost of living here in San Diego in the year 2022, going into the year 2023. I'd like to thank Danny and Rose of San Diego CA Living. Make sure you check them out. They dropped some great knowledge and facts about how much it really does cost to live here. So go down in the description box below. I'll link them and they can help you for your relocation needs. And yeah, San Diego is a beautiful city. It's America's finest city for a reason. It ain't cheap, but hey, that's just the cost of living. We're just talking about the realness here and how much it truly does cost to live comfortably in this city. If you guys like this video, check out my pros and cons of living in San Diego next. We have a lot of great details about living here in America's finest city. We'll see you over there. And until next time, in the words of me, stay traveling, San Diego.